Hey, Pooley here. Gonna finally get to this update on the iX20 SE. Only because Spectrum kind of put out a new update in January 6th, so just came through. I didn't do it from the last one because obviously an iX20 already has 20 channels, so there's not much merit to me doing an update. I know there was other fixes, but I didn't care about the little stuff at that point. So you're here, you're on a model, right? You might be like, well, where's my update? It's not under model adjust because that's only going to talk about models. Of course, nothing in there, right? Let's get back. Model setup. This is just about setup. So this is not going to be interesting for anything. So then the only other thing you got is system settings, which makes sense, right? Because this is a system setting effectively. You're going to do an update. It's got to be in here somewhere. So you might look around in here and be like, okay, system configuration. Let's see what that is. It's just a bunch of stuff, but nothing interesting. Calibration, that's going to take you into something else. Manual, that's going to bring you online to look for the manual. We don't want that. Product information, volume controls, regulatory. Product information got to be it. So transmitted, registered, it says that, but then you can't do anything. You got your model number right there. You see that? And you got your serial number. I'm going to have to block that out, actually. So, all right, I'm here. I got my serial number blocked out. I did that in my iX10 video, and my serial number was showing. Somebody mentioned to me that it's probably not good to have your serial number. So yeah, that makes sense to me. So I went ahead and blocked it with this sticky rather than trying to blur it on the screen, which ends up being kind of weird because if you move the video. Anyway, this video I'm not going to move. You learn from your mistakes. I appreciate y'all bearing with me. I'm just a guy. I'm not one of these experts that knows everything. So I'm keeping it flowing as I go. So the only thing I could do here is click this. This doesn't click. So this looks like this is clickable. Let's see what that does. I just turned on my Wi-Fi before I started because I knew I wanted to do it. Yep. So that's going to go, it says you're offline. So let me look into this. Okay, so 1 second later, I clicked it. For some reason, my Wi-Fi got turned off. I don't know if I was disconnected for whatever reason. But anywho, here we are. It says update. So like, that's like the most easy. Usually this is a pain. I probably would have did it earlier had I thought about how easy the situation is. So basically it shows your equipment that you got. And then just got to update. So let's just see if that does it. Update. Okay, deactivate. I don't want to do that. Says pending. So I'm not gonna make you wait through this long process. Let's see how long that takes. I'm gonna kind of maybe come back and say something maybe really once in a while, but we're at 9%, so I'll give it some time. Okay, I reached 100%. Now it says installing. Probably gonna come up with a bar for that. I'll give you some time with an off frame. Okay, it went to this very shortly after, really like 3 or 4 seconds. So here we are. I'm gonna hit open. Fingers crossed, because I hate updates and things. You never know. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Actually, that's probably a too old statement, I guess, because turn the lights out because we're on the screen while I be in the. All right, processor firmware needs to be updated. Okay, temporarily up. This seems easier than I thought. Just haven't had bad experiences in the past with updates. Oh, you got to do a hold down, proceed. Sorry for running my mouth. Updating CPU firmware version. Oh, okay, that's the new version. Do not close. So even though I was behind one update, it didn't go to the first update, and now going to the second update, it's actually going straight to the second update, which is cool. I hope there's no weird situation there where like I don't know, because I didn't do the first update. You could run into stuff with update. Updates can be trivial and weird. So anyway, that's it right there, version 2.01.7. So let's just wait and see what it comes out to at the end. Dangerously close to the end, so I'm gonna go ahead and come back on now. Update successful. In order for the latest, please quit and restart Spectrum Airware. That might be the easiest update ever. Let's go to this, the square button. I'm gonna clear all, and against all odds, I'm not gonna start Airware again. I'm gonna shut down, and you know what? Let's just do what they told you to do. They didn't say shut down and restart airware. They just said to shut down, to restart airware. So I don't see my airware on there, but I'll go ahead and start it. And then I'll restart after that. So this might take a minute. Get you out of this long waiting. Oh, select the option for sleep mode. Okay. Sleep mode trigger. So this is one of the things that they kind of, this was choosable before, but this was one thing listed on the update information. And this is, you can change this from a single click to a double click. You could always configure that, but now the default method will be a single click for sleep mode. I don't want that. And I'm going to tell you why. The battery on these, the iX20, I don't know about the 14. The 14 is the newest, baddest flagship model. So the 20 is no longer the flagship model. It's the 14. And really it's been the 14 for a good while because there's still a USB micro on this, whereas the 14 has a USB-C. I sold my 14 because I just wanted the 20 for the bigger screen. Anywho, I feel like that's the flagship. So anyway, this one here, my explanation. I don't want to have a single click for sleep mode because these things suck batteries. So when I'm flying, sometimes in full sun, it's hard to see the screen anyway. So what I'll do is I'll reach up and hit the button, a single click. And what that does is it just turns the screen off. So that way when I'm flying, I'm not wasting all this screen. I got it turned down to the lowest brightness also because, you know, like I mentioned, I hate the battery life on a long fly day. That's that. So I'm going to leave this to double click and I'm going to hit continue. And wow, it just went back to the main screen. So let's hit this product information. Okay, so that is saying 2.0107, 2.0107. So we are updated to the newest new. So from there, I think what I want to do is really just restart the whole thing and go back that way. But anyway, let's see if we see anything. Nothing fancy here. I'm sure there's telemetry, utilities. Oh, I think like there is differences. Proceed. I think there's differences. Well, I got to hook up to a model, but things change when you hook up to a model. So let's look at this. New channel assign screen functioning. Okay, Alex, let's see what that looks like. So I'm gonna go here. Channel assign. Yep. This is totally different. I'm gonna have to figure that out how to use it. I don't want to waste no time for you guys though. Added gear setup. Models to simplify retracts. Let's see, gear function, channel assign. Okay, so that's all still within channel assign. So I don't think we need to elaborate any further into that. But let's just take a look. Because this did move over. The channel assign used to be on this side, so something added here. Oh, gear setup. There you go. You can channel port. Yep. So you can really you can use that if you're gonna separate your front nose gear from your rudder. That way you can kind of use the new AS3X Plus front wheel gyro. It's a good feature. All right, change from single to double. That's what I mentioned when we first, because I had already read this for you. Reorganize the telemetry menus. I gotta hook up to a model for that, but I'll take a look at that when I eventually get something plugged up. But for right now, I don't feel like dealing with it because the only thing I got is the Raptor right here. I don't feel like. Gauge panel, dashboard, setup, combined to use a single panel screen. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, you know, for frames and holes. That's probably going to be cool. I'm going to have to hook up a model for that. I really don't see anything different. I hooked up a model. That's the telemetry menu. I don't see anything different from the flight log stuff. Nothing really to report there. Battery looks just, yeah, I don't recall anything there, so that's cool. I'm sure there's something. I'm not seeing it. If you guys see it, go ahead and put it in the comments so you know other people can be informed. I don't see what that's about. The gauge, and this is the area I'm referring to, is gauge panel setup and dashboard panel setup. Model setup, yeah. Yep, don't know, and I don't really care about that. Doesn't sound like something I'm going to use. I'm a beginner, so bear with me. Adjust how warning frames and holds. Okay, so frames and holds. There's something in there about frames and holds. That would be, yeah, frames and holds. I don't. That looks the same. So frames and holds. But I'm sure, yeah. You know, put that in the comments if you guys know it. Edit bind and flies. So let's see. We'll go here. Cancel. Hit that. Proceed. Add new model. Bind and fly. Let's go to E-Flight. Yeah, you'd have to know what you're looking for to look in here. I don't. The Miss Detroit, that's new. You know, the Dracos, a whole bunch of them. EC1500, I don't think they had that. Not sure. They don't have the extra 330. Odd, because that was definitely one of the newest birds. The Corsair was probably in there. Anyway, that's that. I don't want to waste a lot of your time on that. Added sensor support for digital air. Okay, that's outside of my capabilities. Pre-flight checklist scroll. Don't use pre-flight. Probably should. Added support for smart transmitter download for helicopter models. Okay. Noted, but I don't really fly much helicopters right now. One day. Logical switch support combo. Okay. I need to learn about that stuff too. Not really all that savvy on the combo setups and stuff. So yeah, want to get there some. Trim label dashboard is changed to X trim in red across trims, and are used by a model. Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate that. Not sure what that means, but it looks like the X trim thing that might be in effect. So you know, with the extra channels, but this of course is at 20, so it didn't get any extra channels. But that's about trim. Oh, holds one. Came up, you know, I'm just sitting here, but one hold. So anywho, that's my full outlook on the update. I don't see anything different or anything that's gonna make it worthwhile for me doing, but I went ahead and did it so you guys can see I sacrificed my my lamb here. But it was pretty easy, pretty trouble free, I would say. So hey, just did the update. Radio's still working. Don't have to go back to Spectrum. That's always a positive endpoint for our update. Not that I've had like a truly large amount of bad experiences with that, but it's always kind of terrifying. I have had a couple of times with the NX series where I wasn't sure what's going on. I had to shut it down and start over again. I had really a lot of trouble with a DX way back when, but anyway, that's unimportant. This went easy. I definitely think if you got the 14 and you want that 20 channels, you should definitely do it. If you got the 20, I don't see anything that's really worth doing it, you know, other than that the new bind and fly stuff. You're not gonna get that. If you don't do this update, you're not gonna be able to go buy a brand new bind and fly and pop it on your radio with no issue. You're gonna have to, you know, create a model, or if it's not there, like the newest new, like, which is weird because the extra 330 isn't on that list, but the extra 330 should be one of the ones that comes. The extra 330 came out before, I'm sorry, but that new yellow one, that the new 3D bird that came out after the extra 330, which is slightly smaller than the extra, I'm believing. It's smaller than the extra 330. I don't know what it is right now, but you guys should know. It's the newest E-Flight as of now, January 2024. That bird should have that software built into it where you just use the receiver to send the file to your transmitter. So once you do this update, you can have that capability of just buying a bind and fly, bloop, send the info to your radio, and you're flying. So that seems pretty cool. I like that. It sounds very cool to me. So still got the bird hooked up from the video, so it's sitting there, you know, making noises or like flap sounds. from a little humming here and there.
Take off flaps.
But that's all I really got to say about it. Please leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Just a short video, just to kind of, anybody needs probably wants to look at it because they're a little bit scared. I did it, not a big deal. It went real easy with this Android interface. A lot of people hate on it, but it's so much easier than the NX series. Like, oh my goodness, compared to what you got to do just to log into the NX, this is just a breeze. I think I'm gonna do a video about the comparison from NX to iX, because a lot of people don't know how much easier this is to use on a day-to-day basis. And that's what my biggest thing is. We're going from, I had two NXs, so I even still own one. You guys see me use it for videos because a lot of times people want to see how to do something on the NX, not the iX. So I go ahead and do it on the NX just so it's displayed. What I have realized is they are virtually the same. Everything is the same. It's just how you get to it is different. And this is easier to get to everything, especially the bind button. Oh my goodness, it's always sitting right there. You don't have to go through like a long scroll menu just to find it while your thing's blinking, you know, people talking to you at the field. You just bloop, hit the button, hold it down, you're in, you're binding already. So thanks, please. Thanks for watching. Please comment, please subscribe if you haven't, all that stuff.